The Spartans do not ask how many are the enemy, but where they are. I fear neither battle nor death, but I fear the day that you are not by my side. You should reach the limits of virtue before you cross the border of death. Son, remember your courage with each step. He who sweats more in training bleeds less in war. There is no use for bravery unless justice is present, and no need for bravery if all men are just. Feel no fear before the multitude of men. Do not run in panic, but let each man bear his shield straight towards the forefighters, regarding his own life as hateful and holding the dark spirits of death as dear as the radiance of the sun. Either quit your thieving or quit breathing. Now eat a good breakfast, men, for we'll all be sharing dinner in hell. If you conquer a benefit, never remember it. If you receive one, never forget it. No retreat, no surrender. That is Spartan law. And by Spartan law, we will stand and fight and die. There is no room for softness, not in Sparta. No place for weakness. Only the hard and strong may call themselves Spartans. Only the hard, only the great, only the strong. Come back with your shield, or on it. Give them nothing, but take from them everything. Mental toughness is Spartanism with qualities of sacrifice, self-denial, dedication. It is fearlessness, and it is love. There is no room for softness, not in Sparta. No place for weakness. Only the hard and strong may call themselves Spartans. Only the hard, only the strong. You have many slaves, but few warriors. It won't be long before they fear my spears more than your whips.
Semper Bellator and Semper Fidelis.
Never quit and never give up! Do you understand that? Yes, sir! Do you understand that? Yes, sir! From this point forward, at any time you hear a fire alarm sound, you will close all my portholes, my hatches, charge my lights, get platoon formation in front of my house, facing away from my house. Do you understand that? Yes, sir! Starting now, you will become familiar with my naval terminology and you will use it. You understand that? Yes, sir! The stairs are no longer stairs, they're ladder wells. You understand that? Yes, sir! My wall is no longer a wall, it's a bulkhead. My windows are no longer windows, they are portholes. My bathroom is no longer a bathroom, it has a freaking head. Do you understand that? Yes, sir! At this point forward, everything you do will be done with speed and intensity. Do you understand that? Yes, sir! The only thing that will come out of your freaking mouth is yes, sir, no, sir, and ass, sir. Do you understand? Yes, sir! Now put your recruit to your left and to the right of you. You're gonna get up, get online in front of your gift. Do you understand that? Yes, sir! Get up and get online.
This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. My rifle is my best friend. It is my life. It is my life. I must master it as I master my life. My rifle without me is useless. Without my rifle, I am useless.
Some people spend an entire lifetime wondering if they made a difference in the world, but the Marines don't have that problem.
I will. My rifle myself know what counts in this war is how the rounds we fire. The noise of our burst. But a smoke.
Freedom is not free, but the U.S. Marine Corps will pay most of your share.
My rifle is human, even as I, because it is my life. Thus I will learn it as a brother. I will learn its weakness.
There are only two kinds of people that understand Marines. Marines and the enemy. Everyone else has a second-hand opinion. To observe a Marine is inspirational. To be a Marine is exceptional. We're not accustomed to occupying defensive positions. It's destructive to morale. Marines I see as two breeds, Rottweilers or Dobermans, because Marines come in two varieties, big and mean, or skinny and mean. They're aggressive on the attack and tenacious on defense. They've got really short hair, and they always go for the throat.
I'm gonna shoot straighter than my enemy who's trying to kill me. I'm gonna shoot him before he shoots me. I will. My rifle myself know what
In the Marine Corps, I was used to people doing what they said and saying what they mean.
we know that it's the hits that count. We will hit. My rifle is human, even as I, because it is my life.
The American Marines have it and benefit from it. They are tough, cocky, sure of themselves and their buddies. They can fight, and they know it. Courage is the endurance for one moment more. You cannot exaggerate about the Marines. They are convinced to the point of arrogance that they are the most ferocious fighters on Earth, and the amusing thing about it is that they are. The bended knee is not a tradition of our Corps. Old breed, new breed, there's not a damn bit of difference so long as it's the Marine breed. Marines die. That's what we're here for. But the Marine Corps lives forever. And that means you will live forever. Without discipline, there is no Marine Corps. The Marines I've seen around the world have the cleanest bodies, the filthiest minds, the highest morale, and the lowest morals of any group of animals I've ever seen. Thank God for the United States Marine Corps. Demonstrate to the world there is no better friend, no worse enemy than the U.S. Marine. Success in battle is not a function of how many show up, but who they are. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Among the men who fought in Iwo Jima, uncommon valor was a common virtue. I can't see how a single man could spend his time to better advantage than in the Marines. Do not attack the 1st Marine Division. They fight like devils. Retrieving wounded comrades from the field of fire is a Marine Corps tradition more sacred than life. If I charge, follow me. If I retreat, kill me. If If I die, avenge me. Mess with one Marine, and you will mess with them all. Marines don't know how to spell the word defeat. A Marine is a Marine. There is no such thing as a former Marine. You're a Marine, just in a different uniform, and you're in a different phase of your life. But you will always be a Marine, because you went to Paris Island, San Diego, or the hills of Quantico. There is no such thing as a former Marine. I have just returned from visiting the Marines at the front, and there is not a finer fighting organization in the world. For over 221 years, our Corps has done two things for this great nation. We make Marines, and we win battles. Casualties, many. Percentage of dead, not known. Combat efficiency, we are winning.
If we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because here in this land we unleashed the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more available and assured here than in any other place on earth. The price for this freedom at times has been high, but we have never been unwilling to pay that price. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers bearing crosses or stars of David, they add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom. Each one of those markers is a monument to the kind of hero I spoke of earlier. Their lives ended in places called Belleau Wood, the Argonne, Omaha Beach, Salerno, and halfway around the world on Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Pork Chop Hill, the Chosin Reservoir, and in 100 rice paddies and jungles of a place called Vietnam. Under one such marker lies a young man, Martin Treptow, who left his job in a small-town barber shop in 1917 to go to France with the famed Rainbow Division. There on the Western Front, he was killed trying to carry a message between battalions under heavy artillery fire. We're told that on his body was found a diary. On the flyleaf, under the heading, My Pledge, he had written these words: America must win this war. Therefore I will work, I will save, I will sacrifice, I will endure. I will fight cheerfully and do my utmost as if the issue of the whole struggle depended on me alone. We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon that we as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever. We are Americans.